Hey everybody, it's me Ava, finally with a new video for you guys. It's kind of crazy that when I started making videos for this channel, I was 15 years old, and now I'm 20. I pretty much had no time to work on YouTube videos since I started university, 3 years ago. And actually for the past year, I've been taking university classes online, which explains why my uploading schedule for the last year has been non-existent. So I thought today I would make a quick video about online university and about how I have managed it for the past year. And maybe it'll help people who might be in university now or might be just starting university and aren't really sure what they're getting into. So let's get started. Alright, so my first tip for surviving online university is write everything down. Seriously, this will help you focus so much. You might not go back to every single thing that you wrote down, and that's fine. It's really just to keep you paying attention. For me, if I'm not writing during a lecture, I'm just staring at the little Zoom window on my screen. And if I'm just staring at the little Zoom window on my screen, it is going in one ear and out the other. It also keeps your hands busy during your lectures, so you don't go and pick up your phone or start doing something else, because I know you have done it. It's also really good for when you need to review and you realize you haven't retained anything in your memory. If you've written it all down in your own words, it will be much easier to study than going through old recordings, because no one wants to go through hours of old class recordings, especially if you've sat through them once before. My second tip for online school is to use a task list. I used to use the reminders app on my phone, but then I had to send in my phone to the shop a few months ago, and I found this instead. It makes me feel like I'm like a little character in a video game and I'm just crossing off all my tasks. Like, if you think about it, life is a video game. You're just going around doing tasks. Among Us? But whenever you have to get things done, I think the task list is the best way to do it for me because, one, I feel like a video game character, and two, because I can put all my thoughts on a piece of paper instead of trying to keep them all in my brain. Which, if I try to just remember all the things I have to do, something's gonna fall through. You have to write it down. My third tip for online school is set alarms. Obviously, most of us set alarms to wake up. But if you're like me, you probably lose track of time during the day. I'll sit down and start doing something at 1 o'clock and then look up and it's 5. If I had something important to do at 3 o'clock that day, I would be screwed. So what I do is that I set alarms during the day for any time that I have something important to do, like a test or a meeting with a professor or a meeting about a group project. That way I can't miss things because I have this extremely loud phone going off in my ear, and we all know the iPhone alarm sound is jarring, it scares you, it'll snap you right to attention. My fourth tip for online school is to create a big wall calendar of everything that you need to do. This is my wall calendar where I record every single thing that is due. I color code it by class. You can see that I was taking 5 classes last semester, and if the workload looks a little insane to you, that's because it was. I was dying inside. But I got through it, and this calendar was actually one of the biggest tools that I used to help me. Every morning I would wake up and this would be one of the first things that I see in my room. Is it stressful to look at? Yes. But every time I look at this, it reminds me what I need to do for the next couple of days. After a few days, this calendar would literally be burned into my brain, so there was no way that I was forgetting any due dates when all I have to do was turn my head and look at this bad boy. My fifth and final tip for online school is to prioritize things. It's easy to get to university and feel like you're going to miss out if you don't do every single thing that's offered. I know when I started, I saw all sorts of things going on. Clubs, competitions, projects. Maybe you're interested in student government, but then you also have to do your classes and you have to make time for your own health and your own friendships too. So there's absolutely no way that you can do all of this stuff. Let's be honest, nobody does. On TV, they always have this one character who's got the perfect GPA, and they're the school president, and they're the head of every club, and they're the captain of all the sports teams. In real life, this person doesn't exist. We're humans. We need to sleep. We need to take care of our health. You just can't do every single thing that's offered. And no one is expecting you to. The point of all these activities is they're there if you want them, but you don't have to want every single one, and even if you do, there are only a certain number of hours in the day. So only do the stuff that you're really passionate about. If you can find time for more, great, that's awesome. But you have to pick and choose. Don't beat yourself up if not everything you do is perfect. Literally, no one does everything perfectly. So don't put yourself under an undue amount of stress. I do that sometimes and it's really not healthy. Do not neglect your health. It's not worth it. Alright, before I get too deep, I'm gonna end this video and sign off. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you've gotten this far in the video, leave me a comment telling me how you deal with online school or in-person school. And since I'm finally on my summer break, I have plenty of our regularly scheduled Sims content coming up. So hit subscribe if that's something you would want to see. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!